Hey everyone, Dylan back here again in this set of videos. I'm going to I had one where I was talking about my most stupid or dumbest injuries, and I just did the blind version one where me being blind and getting hurt. And now in this one, I'm gonna do my most dumbest cited injuries that I've gotten that were really stupid or just unfortunate, I guess. And yeah, so I decided to do a cited version of this and all that because my channel is called the Blind Sighted Perspective, so blind and sighted perspectives because I've lived both lives at this point. So yeah. Anyways, I'll just get started, but I encourage you to check out the blind version of my injuries. Some of them might be funny to you, honestly. But depending. And so yeah. So I'll just start with probably one of the earliest that I did that was really stupid that I was conscious of, right? And even to this day, I don't know how well you can see me or how I'm filmed or whatever, if you can see my right arm, but somewhere on my upper right arm, front, above my bicep a little bit, maybe in between my shoulder, somewhere around there, maybe it's slightly on my shoulder. I ended up scarring myself because I got burned. And I got burned because I was probably about 11 years old, and my sister had put some food in the oven, and then she ended up leaving and told me to wake my dad up. And no, I didn't like waking my dad up as a child. I was so frightened of it. I that was the last thing I ever wanted to do. So I was like, I got this. I'll do this myself. And so I ended up trying to get it out on my own, the hot pan and all that. And I was doing fine at first. I started pulling it out and it was fine. And I went to walk towards the countertop and I ended up touching my arm. I touched the pan on my arm and burned it. I was like, I hurt. It burned. I quickly rushed over the pan to the countertop, and then started to run my arm over cold water because it was burning and burning fiercely. So, I don't know what I could have done to prevent that. It was just a stupid injury, and now I have a scar on my arm because of it. So, forever scarred because of that. So it was really stupid. I mean, probably should have woken my dad up, to be really honest. And then that could have been prevented. I mean, I did it fine. I still got it on the counter and it was fine. I just ended up burning myself. It's so stupid, man. But that's one. Another one has to do with another burn, but this one was a little bit different. I don't remember how old I was, but I was old enough to be competent at doing stuff, all right? And I don't know. Oh, they were called pork ribs, but they're in the square patty form, and you could buy I don't know. There's a bunch of them in a thing in just one packaging, and I ended up cooking those, and it had sauce in them, and I cooked them, and what ended up happening was I went to grab it on the sides to pull it out of the microwave. And I cooked it for 17 minutes, I think. And so this thing was steaming hot with the ribs and the sauce. And I was pulling it out and I had it on the corners of my edge. And then the steam was so hot, it burned my fingers and I dropped it. And then the sauce you probably can't see my leg, but it just went the sauce dumped. This steaming hot sauce just dumped all over my right leg, the right front of my leg. And I yelled. My mom was actually there, and I was because it burned. And I was I might as well have dumped lava on my leg almost. Luckily, I had a good amount of leg hair. I was probably 17 or 18 at the time, and I had a lot of leg hair, and that I think protected my leg a little bit. But it burned. I not only burned my leg. I don't think it scarred, luckily, but I remember just having my leg under the freaking bathtub, with cold water because it sucked. It burned. So not only did I get burned, but I lost my pork ribs. I lost my food. So, but bad day. Both of those sucked. So that was a stupid injury. Like, I don't know. I probably should have been using something instead of just doing it by barehanded. But I thought it was fine because the corners were plastic, and I thought it was fine. But the steam hit my hands, and it was just stupid. Really stupid way to get like burned. Another way that I ended up getting hurt was this one's really stupid, and I hate it. And I hate how fragile the body can be sometimes. I pulled my rib muscle from sneezing too hard. So I was 18 at the time, and I even like it sucked because my girlfriend was going to be coming over. I think like either the day of or the very next day. She was gonna. This is the time when we were just dating and not living together, and I lived with my parents still. And yeah, I just sneezed. I was sitting. I think I was literally just sitting on my futon couch, and I just sneezed, and the left side of my ribs just died. It just died, and it hurt so freaking bad to move or anything. And I'm like, how can I sneeze so hard that I literally hurt my ribs? I was like, this is the dumbest thing ever. That's probably the stupidest injury I've ever had, is sneezing too hard and hurting my ribs. Please let me know I'm not alone in the comments below. Tell me, have you ever hurt your ribs from sneezing too hard? I can't be the only one. Because, like, please, make me feel better somehow. Or maybe I'm just lost to the universe. I don't know. But, yeah, so let me know in the comments below if that has happened to you. But another injury that I've gotten was, I've had a couple different injuries, like I've said. And I've had a lot of broken bones. But another injury that I had is on my nose. I have an indent on, like, the right side of my nose forever because I was hanging out at a friend's house, and I was in his garage with him, and his another kid down the street came over, and I don't remember why exactly, but they were like throwing something back and forth. I don't know why, but I ended up ducking and ran under what they were throwing back and forth. That's not what hit me, because I wanted to try to get further away, I guess. I don't know what I was doing, but because I was like hunched over crossing it, I was looking behind me to make sure like I wasn't going to get hit by it. But when I went and turned, I think it was called a table saw or something is what my friend called it. But there was this table thing that when I turned, I smashed my nose right into it and even fell to the ground. And my nose just started gushing out blood. And it was awful. It hurt. It hurt a lot. That should have never happened. I should have never had an indent in my nose. I should have never hit my nose. That was so stupid. I just feel so stupid talking about it, to be honest. But yeah, I remember just having like this like rag or whatever on my nose in my friend's house, just bleeding, making jokes. Like, man, I always wanted a nose job, but not this way. Just making jokes, while my nose is bleeding and all that. I eventually like went to the doctor and got it checked out, and luckily I didn't have to have surgery because I could still breathe through my right nostril. So I was still able to breathe out of it. So luckily they didn't have to do any surgery or whatever. I just had to let it heal and crap. So that was a really stupid injury on my part. But stuff happens with a bunch of different injuries. But those are a couple. Those are a couple of very stupid injuries that I've, done. Burning, smashing, sneezing, all sorts of stupid things. I've hurt myself in many dumb ways, to be honest. And I'm sure there are some other ones that I'm just not thinking of right now, but those are just a couple of the most stupidest things that I've, done, stupidest injuries. Basically, cited edition. No, wait, no, there's one more. There's one more, actually. I remember now. There's one more, and this has to do with stairs again. If you watch the first one, the blind one, which is probably what I'm going to upload first, the blind version. And me and my girlfriend / wife used to live at an apartment, and we lived on the second floor, and there was, 15 steps of this staircase that we had to go up to get to our apartment, which really sucked because I was on trash duty, and if I ever had to take a bag of trash down, I'd have to go down these stairs, go out the apartment building, walk across the parking lot, and throw it in the dumpster. There was also a laundry unit downstairs, so we'd have to like take our laundry up and down the stupid steps. It really kind of sucked. Moving there sucked because we had to take all the stuff up there. And that was a load of fun. But so there was this one particular day where I was taking a bag of trash downstairs to go across the parking lot, and I got down to the last couple stairs and I accidentally stepped too far down because it was a big bag of trash. I couldn't see exactly what I was doing, where I was stepping completely. And I stepped down over, instead of stepping down one step, I stepped down over 2 steps and fell down like 3 or 4 stairs. And I just straight fall down. I'm just laying on the ground in front of my freaking, because like upstairs there are 2 apartment, I don't know what you call them. I can't think of the name, but 2 different apartment rooms or whatever upstairs, and then residences. And then downstairs there were 2. So I just ended up in the stairs, like right in front of the stairs was one of the downstairs residents. I just laying on I was on my freaking back on the ground right in front of their door. I kind of thought it'd be kind of funny if they just opened up their door and I'm just sitting there laying on the ground. That didn't happen, but I just think it would have been funny, kind of just in my mind. But no, luckily that didn't happen. That would have been super embarrassing. But yeah, I fell down 3 or 4 stairs and it hurt. Again, if you didn't watch my blind version video of my stupidest injuries, I guarantee you to watch that because there's a theme here, I guess, with me and stairs. That was the only other time I actually fell downstairs, I think. But I just got back up and walked out of the building and walked across the parking lot, threw my bag of trash away, and then crawled back up the stairs in pain to tell my girlfriend at the time what had happened. So yeah, that was a stupid injury. It was just kind of a misstep there. But yeah, so those are just 5 cited injuries that I've had, that are stupid, some of them preventable and all that. And so I've gotten hurt quite a bit. Stupid injuries. Like I said, hope you guys again liked this video, enjoyed my pain on stupid injuries I've had. I'm sure there's others, but those are just most of the stupid ones. And yeah, so like I said, there is a blind version of the most stupidest blind injuries I've had, and this one's the cited one. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed both of these. Thank you guys for watching. Like the video if you like it, and subscribe and all that good stuff. And I will see you guys in the next video. See you guys.